Hey guys, Vyse here, recording a game with Donphan. I haven't touched this deck in a while and I've been wanting to retest it. It did well in Australia in our first city championship of the season. It actually took the event amongst a sea of Yveltal and Virizion Genesect decks, so I thought I'd give it another whirl of my own take on the deck after putting down my thoughts last time round. So I've decided to max out on Fighting Stadium and Magnetic Storm to combat the issues I was having last time, which was just dealing with resistance. We won't really see that come into play in this match, just because our opponent appears to be playing a mono fighting deck. So it's a mirror match. Okay, so I really need to get an N. I guess I could go Corinna, but N would probably be better. Just because we don't want to discard all the strong energy, so we can get rid of these two. And we'll grab an N. Strong energy down and we'll N. We want to conserve those for later. So this is probably going to be a really drawn out match, but that's okay. Unfortunately we didn't hit anything interesting, nothing we could bench, so off we go. Since we know our opponent only plays fighting, we can probably guess he doesn't run Sigilif or Wobbuffet. And I think, or Zekrom for that matter, so I think that may make his deck slightly stronger than mine, just because those cards don't really do anything in this matchup for me. So, yeah. So runs the EXs as well. So just grab the Lucario off Corinna, which lets our opponent search for a fighting Pokemon and an item. Grabs the Ultra Ball, I guess, to set up another fighting Pokemon, probably another Phanpy. So plays the Ultra Ball. Machamp. Okay. So of course a mono fighting deck is gonna play Machamp. Corinna makes Machamp a very viable card to have in your deck. Just with Corinna's ability to search out Machamp in a rare candy. I think it'd be worthwhile just setting up. So I'm gonna grab a Hawlucha. I think I'm gonna grab. Okay, so I'm currently only doing 40, so it's not really worth getting any damage modifiers. So I'm gonna get an Ultra Ball, so we can set up another Phanpy. So I'm gonna bench the Hawlucha because that's what I'm gonna spinning turn into. Go Ultra Ball away, Wobbuffet, and I think we'll get rid of one Corinna as well, just because we want to hold on to the energy. Grab another Phanpy, throw it down, spinning turn. It only does 40 because Hawlucha has resistance, and we'll spinning turn into our own Hawlucha. I think we'll be hard pressed to get much use out of Hawlucha unless our opponent decides to attack with Lucario. Our opponent had to discard 2 Machamps, which may not have been very good. Our opponent fails to attack again, which is unfortunate. We'll throw a Muscle Band down on Donphan. Energy here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and grab Donphan as my fighting Pokemon. But what will I grab here? I think item wise, I might actually grab a Robo Substitute. Although, despite having the Robo Sub, I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna retreat to Donphan, spinning turn, and then put up Hawlucha again, just because my opponent doesn't really have any threats on the board. You know, you could potentially strong energy, muscle band the Lucario, but I mean that's fine. It'd be good to have the opponent put that up. So our opponent has switched in Hawlucha, which is good. Whenever you're putting up a Pokemon after a knockout, it's good to put up something with free retreat. So here, I think I'll just put up Robosub. I don't really want to let my Donphans take any damage if I can help it. So yeah. Our opponent may have Donphan, so Karina will likely fetch Donphan. What item? Hawlucha is a relatively dead card for our opponent, other than the free retreat being useful. So Silver Bangle, which again is not really necessary in this matchup for our opponent because we don't run EXs. So evolves the Donphan, easy knockout on the Robosub, but of course Robosub doesn't give up a prize, so we are still in the lead, which is good. And we'll put up our Hawlucha. Now I don't want to end our opponent because he only has 3 cards. We could potentially go for another Karina with that Versus Seeker. So we're doing 40, 60. Our opponent must have played, yeah, Megaphone. I didn't catch that before. So so I needed a strong energy and a muscle band in order to knock out the Hawlucha this turn. So we'll give it a try. So we got a strong energy, but unfortunately we did not get the muscle band that we needed. But that's fine. We'll put a strong energy over here, just because we don't want to put all of our eggs into one basket. You know, strong energy wise. And we threaten a wreck next turn if our opponent decides to put up something else, or perhaps we draw in a Lysander. So I'm gonna spinning turn here, just do a 40, go back to our Hawlucha, and now our opponent has to try and find the damage. Again, our opponent could do it with Lucario. So Lucario just needs strong energy muscle band, and that would knock out Hawlucha because its first attack missile jab doesn't get affected by weakness resistance. So it looks like our opponent's just going to spinning turn us for 40. Ooh, scramble switch. Get the extra. Ooh, okay. I probably would have just gone for the straight corkscrew, but I suppose if our opponent gets I was about to say if our opponent also gets Machamp or something, it might be the knockout he needs. Oh, okay. That'll do it. So we'll put up this Donphan. Put down Hawlucha. Hawlucha's good. Put down Robosub. Our computer search has been used, so Karina can't help us get a double colorless. And I don't want to Juniper away those Donphans, and there's no colorless, so I'm just going to play N. Did not hit the double colorless, unfortunately, but we did get Sigilif and Floatstone in the same hand, which is quite handy. Sigilif, of course, ignoring damage from EXs, so yeah. I'm gonna hang on to this energy because it could be quite clutch. So I'm gonna spinning turn. That does 80. with the help of Fighting Stadium and Strong Energy. And we'll just put up Sigilith and wait. Preserving our Robo subs. So this is forced a Lysander out of our opponent, and our opponent is still short the damage that he needs to knock out Donphan, but with the Strong Energy, of course, the second Strong Energy puts damage up from Somersault Kick to 140. We'll put out Hawlucha. Although unfortunately we're not hitting enough damage to knock this out. We need 20 more damage somehow, and we don't really have anything at the moment. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna retreat to this Donphan, and we're gonna spinning turn, and we'll do another 80, and we'll put up Sigilith again. We can kind of take it easy just because we have Lysander and Fighting Energy in hand. Take 2 prizes when we get the chance. The energy it's not too scarce in this deck. This deck runs 11 energy, but it's still good to be conservative, especially in a matchup where you're taking, aside from this Lucario that we're facing down, you're taking 1 prize at a time, so your resources really do count. So the opponent didn't want to lose all that energy. And we take damage from Donphan. Not enough to knock out Sigilith, fortunately. Okay. So we are gonna... We'll just Lysander. We'll Lysander that. We'll put up another Robo sub as well. It's always good. And we'll retreat to Donphan. And we'll spinning turn. And we'll put up Robo sub. Hopefully we get a supporter off this. So that's wiped out 4 energy. That's quite a lot of energy. Didn't get a supporter, but our opponent has lost 4, well, just the 4 energy. We'll see how it goes. Our opponent has Lysander in the discard, so it's very possible he could play versus Seeker to get a knockout this turn. He'd be looking to knock out Sigilith, I guess, if he was going to bother to use Lysander. Machamp. So Machamp boosts the damage of fighting Pokemon by 20. And that might spell trouble for me, just because you can put out more damage easier. Puts up the Landorus, because it's not particularly valuable compared to the rest of the cards that he's got out. Now we do get that Colress, which is quite good. We're gonna Ultra Ball away these 2, just because we want to try and get another Phanpy online. And we'll Colress for 8. Now, okay, we want to try and do, okay, so Donphan's doing 60 damage, which is good. I'm gonna put an energy down here, just to threaten the wreck. And we'll spinning turn. And we'll spinning turn into the Robo sub. Now it's kind of an awkward number of HP, 30 for Landorus to deal with, because it only does 20 with Shout of Power. Oh, but okay, so Marchamp's Fighting Fury will boost it anyhow. I was gonna say like it would force him to augment it, but that's power of Machamp for you. Good Colress coming out from the opponent for a big 8 cards. Drops another Machamp, which would add even more damage to his fighting Pokemon's attacks. And we'll put up Hawlucha just as a free retreater. Okay, so we got Versus Seeker, which is potentially Lysander. I think I have to play a long game here though. I can't really play Lysander just yet. And it's my last Versus Seeker as well, so I just need to be careful. I'm gonna put Strong Energy down on this Donphan, just to start powering up something else. We'll retreat to this Donphan, and we'll Spinning Turn. And I'm gonna put up this Sigilyph because I don't feel like it'll be useful for the rest of the game, and I'd rather lose that over Hawlucha. Especially because Hawlucha's got, you know, guaranteed free retreat in this matchup. So, and you know, my opponent may decide to drop another EX for whatever reason. So there's Karina with the rare candy. I didn't quite catch whether he got a fighting Pokemon as well, but it's alright. So we'll put up that free retreater. Figure out where we want to go from here. So I could, if I hold this hand, I should win, because I can knock out that Hawlucha and then next turn Versus Seeker one of the Machamps for the victory. I'll also put a Fighting Energy down here, just so that double colorless can go down wherever I want. And so Donphan will do 40 and that'll knock out Hawlucha, so it's fine. So we'll just go out to one of our Donphans, Spinning Turn, and we'll put out Hawlucha again, and it's KO. So, provided that our opponent doesn't play N this turn, we should be able to clinch the win. If I was my opponent, I would be prioritizing playing N, and that would put him in a pretty strong position if I can't draw into anything, despite me being 2 prizes ahead. So there's that second EX. Decides not to drop it. It's probably worth dropping just because I only need to take 1 prize, so you could play a 7 prize game. So our opponent's just attacked Hawlucha, and now we can just play Versus Seeker. So our opponent puts up their new active. I can also just play double colorless here as well. So Donphan's second attack wreck does 80 and then 60 more if there's a stadium in play. So we'll just attach it, throw down Muscle Band for good measure, and we'll wreck 180 damage. So that was pretty straightforward. Hopefully I can play some games against Yveltal and see how this list fares against that. I won't get a chance to record tonight because it's already 1:30 and I'm quite busy tomorrow, so yeah, thanks for watching and I will see you next time.